Hi everyone, I'm Erin Thrower with the Communications Department here at Lake County, and we wanted to share with you some of the good news and resources that are available for our community. Joining me today is Anna Yankelev. Anna, thank you so much for being here with me.
My pleasure.
So your normal role with the health department is a strategic planning analyst, but during the crisis, you're taking on the role of mitigation chief. What exactly does that entail? What does that mean?
So the Mitigation Branch is a part of the FEOC, the Public Health Emergency Operations Center. And the Mitigation Branch is focused on mitigation, on mitigating community transmission, so reducing community transmission of the virus, and of mitigating the consequences of our efforts to mitigate community transmission. So looking specifically at food and housing resources for vulnerable populations.
Again, so much focus has been on the medical aspects, but of course there are those implications that come with it, such as food and housing and financial challenges. So what are some issues specifically that the mitigation team's working on?
So food is a huge resource a huge need that we're seeing in the community right now. We're seeing a lot of folks that have never needed to utilize additional supplemental food assistance that are finding themselves in positions where they need to for the first time ever. We have folks that have historically used those resources that need additional resources that are not having their needs met by what's available. We're seeing folks that have needs that our current systems can't meet. For example, folks that are COVID positive that we don't want leaving their homes at all. We want to be able to make sure that we're bringing food to them in their houses. So we're definitely seeing that food is a huge need in our community right now. And we have a couple of resources to help with that. You can view a complete list of all of the active food pantries, and including their hours, eligibility requirements, access information that is on our website, on our Lake County Data Hub. And I'm going to let you post that link for how to access that. I also encourage anybody that needs additional support to visit 211 Lake County. They have a whole list of additional resources that they can help connect folks with that need additional support.
Yeah, for the first time, people are finding themselves filing for unemployment, not having enough food, and that can be a very scary thing. And so it's great to see that there's a place they can go to get help and to find out more information. So food insecurity certainly is a challenge we're seeing. What are some of the other needs that your team is seeing here in Lake County?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of needs around housing, around making sure that folks are able to continue paying their rents, so that even though there's a moratorium on evictions and foreclosures, when that moratorium is up, we don't want to have folks that have months of back pay that they need to handle. We want to make sure that people are staying on top of their payments as much as possible. We're hearing stories about folks that need to quarantine or isolate, but their houses are not conducive to that. Either they may have somebody that's high risk at home, like a senior or someone with a compromised immune system, and their house simply isn't big enough for them to isolate effectively. So we are working to find those individuals that cannot stay at home because it poses a threat to their health or the health of somebody else in their home, and to put those folks in temporary alternate housing in local motels as well. And there's additional resources related to housing that you can find on 211 additionally.
Food and housing, two major issues that can cause a lot of anxiety. But tell me about these partnerships that are coming together to make sure that everybody's taken care of.
Yeah, what's been really interesting and inspiring, frankly, is how willing everybody is to collaborate. We are seeing partnerships between nonprofit and social service agencies that have never worked before, suddenly collaborating on countywide initiatives to help bring food to folks that can't get out of their homes. We're seeing public and private partnerships between governmental entities and non-governmental entities that are working together to ensure that everybody can stay housed in their homes. So it's really been impressive to see the level of coordination and collaboration that's happening, and to recognize that even though this is a scary time where it's really easy to feel alone, you are not alone in experiencing the challenges that you're experiencing. And the folks that are working to help address those needs are not alone either. We are all on the same team, and we're doing our best to work together as best as we can.
The coordination and collaboration certainly is something to be admired, and even just the level of kindness that people are showing to their neighbors
Yeah.
and checking on them. You can still social distance, but make sure that your neighbors that might be seniors or have other conditions that they can't leave the house, that we're taking care of them as well. So definitely something inspiring to see. So, well, thank you so much, Anna, for being with us and sharing this good information with us. And thank you at home for watching. Take care of yourself, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Erin.